So, Director has had a pretty good team so far. Snorlax and a Meganium. What's Pokemon number 3? Okay. Well then. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. For the first time since the last time, it is that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine. My name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3, and this is the SoulSilver Pokemon gift only randomizer in Nuzlocke. I know I messed that up, but this is episode 15. And if you are enjoying the series so far, if you're enjoying your time on the channel so far, please hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell if you'd like to be notified when episodes go up. They go up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let us begin, as we almost always do, with a quick team recap. So, we start with Denny P67, the level 33 Tyranitar, holding the lucky egg with quick feet. The moves Bite, Strength, Rock Slide, and Screech. We have Verticon, our level 36 for Alligator, with Mold Breaker, Surf, Ice Fang, Water Gun, and Crunch. We have Danders, the level 30 Chat Tot. You will join the Chat Tot fan club if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, it means you haven't watched the series. Go back, watch it from the beginning. Get here. Welcome. Glad you are on board now. White Smoke is what I say as well, because Jinx says it too. White Smoke, Fly, Mimic, Chatter, and Sing. We have Tallulah, the level 30 Girafarig with Unaware, Thundershock, Stomp, Assurance, and Extra Sensory. There's the second White Smoke. It's on Taz, our level 27 Jinx with Confusion, Ice Punch, Lovely Kiss, and Giga Drain. And then finally, we have Shucky, our level 33 Piloswine with Hydration, Ice Shard, Icy Wind, Takedown, and Mud Bomb. And we are in the radio tower where the rocket teams have taken over, and we are here to help save the day. And that will be most of the episode for us here today, is trying to get through the rocket radio takeover. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Today is Monday. It is in America. If you are watching somewhere else, thank you for tuning in from wherever you're at. But here in the U.S., it is Memorial Day, an important day to remember all those who have sacrificed so much for us, who have enlisted or were drafted, whatever the case may have been at their time, into the U.S. military and served here or abroad in an effort to help keep us safe and allow us to exercise the freedoms we have. No matter what side of the political aisle you are on, you have been impacted almost surely by someone who has served, by someone who has sacrificed, who has given up time, who has given up their safety, who has given up their comfort, who has stepped out of their comfort zone to be part of something bigger than any of us individually. So thank you to all of those who have served. Thank you to their families as well, who have had to sacrifice a lot without them there, who have had to step up to take care of parental duties, to take care of household duties in the absence of a loved one while they are serving. And of course, those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. It's not just them obviously losing their lives, it's huge, but all the family and friends affected by that. We appreciate you, we see you, we thank you on this Memorial Day. So with that, I hope you're having, for those who get one, a nice long weekend. Let's just not forget why we have it. But yeah, hopefully you are enjoying it. We are recording this on Sunday morning, mere hours before we enjoy some of the weekend with some friends, Supposed to be in the 80s here in the great state of Vermont. We're going on the local lake on the boat, hang out with some friends, just relax, have a good time. Do some reading, some swimming. Maybe not a lot of swimming. Still may, I'm sure the lake itself is not very warm yet, but we'll find out. We'll have some fun. And just before that, right after this recording session, literally go right from this recording session to the Peloton for a 45-minute Power Zone ride. We set up the Power Zones yesterday, 2 days ago. If you're watching this the day it goes out. Brick Break did way more damage than I would be comfortable with. More than half. We have nothing other than Dander super effective. And it's neutral on Danders because flying and normal. But Brodicon can come in and clean up. We don't have to risk Danders. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, we set up Power Zones yesterday. And did my first ever Power Zone ride, my second ever 60-minute ride. And for the first time ever was able to break 400 output total on the Peloton. So very proud of that. And gonna try to follow it up. I was gonna try to follow up today with the actual 20-minute FTP, PTF, the actual test, the 20-minute Power Zone setup test. Because right now I'm just using basic figures from my best ever 20-minute ride, which was not the actual test to set Power Zone. So anyway, we did the 60-minute yesterday, and then probably doing the 45-minute today. So if you ever want to try to do a ride with me, if you have a Peloton and want to be in the same class or do a recorded ride at the same time, Tour de Mendon, TOURDEMENDON, Tour de Mendon. And I will send me the invite. If I can make it, I'll make it. If I can't, don't be offended. I wasn't sure I'd be able to do the ride this morning that I want to do because we have the plans with the friends, but they have stuff early this morning. So while they're doing their thing, let's get this recorded for at least recorded. We'll get it edited at some point. We'll get it uploaded so that this does come out Monday at 5 p.m. That's the plan, at least. The other plan that I have for today, and you should have for today as well, is to drink your water. It's very important. It's important every day, but on days like today here in the Green Mountain State, where it's going to be very hot, it's very important to stay hydrated. So drink your water. I won't tell you how much to drink. That's between you and your doctor. But I try to do about 100 ounces a day. Weekends are sometimes harder for me. I was actually talking to a friend about this diet-wise, too. I go to work and I'm in this good, get up early for work, have breakfast, do my little routine, get to work, and then, I bet my either a power bar or a protein shake or, a Greek yogurt or two for in between meals. And then home and you have the nice dinner that you've kind of either meal prepped or meal planned, and and then the weekend comes and you're like, well, we're gonna go shopping, so let's have takeout because it's easier, or oh, we're gonna be home all day, so you know what, home is where the snacks are. Let's snack all day. So but it's similar with the water intake. I'm so used to, at work I've got this little water fountain. I know that if I drink, I usually drink a bottle of water before I leave, and then a disposable recyclable, and then fill this up. This is part one at work. I fill it around lunchtime, and then ideally that's empty, and I'm filling it one more time before I come home. These are 30. Where's the ounces? 32 ounces. 32 ounces. And then when I come home, I ideally have a fresh one from work, or I fill it when I get home. And if I'm running the Peloton, one of these, or the Peloton, the squeeze bottle is 32 ounces also. So I just switched to that bottle instead. This will keep or at any P67 in for this. Um, yeah, so three of either these bottles or two of those and the Gatorade squeeze bottle for not sponsored um, for the Peloton um, is 96 ounces right there, and then really just have to you know, swallow once while you're taking a shower, right? And you get 4 ounces of water. So good little routine. But then sometimes you're home and you're like, I don't want that. I want to make another coffee in the Keurig, or oh, we have Gatorade and stuff, which is what I try to use. Drink right after a Peloton ride. We're not good about this in this episode. I want to give up on payback. Create Crunch, and that's what we're going to end up using is Crunch. We're not there yet. So yeah, that is the plan today. Fun Sunday for us Monday. Don't know what our plans are yet. Either one of I don't have to work. She may or may not have to get some office hours in. We may go to one of our favorite ice cream shops. It's supposed to be nice weather again tomorrow. Don't know. We'll figure that out when tomorrow comes. Sleep in. Sleep in is the only plan. We're both okay with that. Stomp is a pretty good move. Licky Licky has decent stats. And for us to just eat up the Stomp just goes to show how important type advantage is. We don't have a type advantage in a move against, but we resist the normal. It's important stuff. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. I have a coworker who has started playing a little bit more in this same vein, trying some randomizers, trying some Nuzlocks, trying some randomized Nuzlocks, and we've done some Pokemon Showdown battles, and it's fun to go against someone that you can talk to because you do the random battle and it's fun too. But it's just great to have someone who you can kind of explain what was your thinking on that because he's played the Pokemon games enough. He kind of understands basics, but competitive is a little bit different, and so having not done a ton of competitive myself, other than against AI or random people through Showdown, it's nice to have someone who's kind of. I would say I'm a wee bit ahead of where he's at, but he's like not far behind, and so for the two of us to kind of learn together, it's helpful. Absolutely makes it easier for both of us. I think. I was thinking Denny P67 for cast form, but whatever weather cast form decides to bring with it, Verticon resists fire, water, and ice. We're not super effective with anything. We don't have a fighting attack anywhere, but which would be nice. We've talked about this before. There's only we're staying in with Verticon. There's only two more static Pokemon I can think of, and that's what is usually a Dratini and what is usually a Hitmontop. And they're both a little ways. We some chance we get it in this recording session. Honestly, we have to finish this rocket takeover, which is the basement, and then back here. About halfway through the episode. We're about halfway through part one of the tower. So there's a chance we get the tower and the basement done in this episode. And then if we can come back to the tower and finish that, and then get all the stuff up at that little lake, get through the ice path in the next episode, and then it's conceivable that in the third episode of this recording session, we're getting through gym number 8 and the Dragon Den. It is possible. I'm also debating if we record all 3 right now because I do have limited time before the scheduled 45-minute Power Zone ride. So we may only record 2 at the moment and then record the third tonight, tomorrow morning. So we shall see. It's a bad idea to stay in with Denny P67. I love that even though Surf isn't really super effective against water types, it's neutral. Well, I guess it's not very effective, but it's so strong a move, especially Stab from a solid Pokemon like for Alligator, and it just doesn't matter. It's gonna be fine. Ghost Electric Rotom coming out. I think it was a previous series I talked about how I'd love to do like the tiny mythical run. I don't know what you'd call it, the short Kings run. Like a Mew, Celebi, um, Marshadow. I think Rotom would definitely be on that team. Adorable little Pokemon. At one time, kind of sort of considered maybe a mythical, maybe a legendary, but not really. It was an event Pokemon, so kind of fell in that category, even though it might not be. I mean, nowadays it's definitely not. Man, Chucky, it would be really nice if you could just break through something and hit this mud bomb, because I mean, yeah, Rotom's not doing much to us, but all right, levitate. Is that what Rotom usually gets? I was thinking random abilities. How does Rotom still have? You know, we're not gonna risk losing our future Mamoswine. Uproar is resisted. Bite is not. So I wonder if Rotom randomly got Rotom's ability. Could happen. It's happened before. I think what's going to end up happening is we've got the director battle coming right up. Let's just beat this person and go heal for real. So I think what this episode might be is this trainer, the director, this trainer we heal, the director we heal, and then the rival battle in the underground. We eat this, right? We're ice, we're psychic, not as much as I would have liked, but quite effective. Not stab or anything, which should get decent damage and their health back. At least half, please. Way more than half. There we go. It's such a weird sloppy sound for that Pokemon. I blanked totally on the name of that Pokemon. It was just on the screen. Shellos becomes. Oh my gosh, why can I think of the Pokemon's pre-evolve? Gastrodon. There we go. Goodness gracious. Going back to what we were talking about before, we got into kind of mapping out where these next couple episodes might go. This week, um, it's gonna be tough to get to the Pokemon, but more importantly, when we do get to them, I mean, we've got two Psychic types on the team right now. We got two Ice types on the team right now, so likely, if we get something good, it could make sense to replace someone on the team. Um, and I think the things that would make the most sense would be something with fighting, something with fire. I think Blaziken, anything in the Blaziken line, would instantly find a way it's on this team. Because no offense to Jinx or Girafarig, aka Taz or Tallulah, um, Blaziken instantly helps out with two different type matchups that we don't have any like. We don't have anything for Steel right now. Yeah, we'll get a ground move on Denny P67 in Earthquake. Ugh. I'm really hopeful that Snorlax doesn't have counter. Snorlax out. Oh, that trickled down very slowly, but we'll take the W. Take the W, but I didn't think we were going to get it there. Well, this works out well because Denny P67 is asleep. So we'll bring in Danders, who's super effective against Meganium. Smart move by Meganium. We should have gone for Chatter. And then maybe go for a poison or a sleep. No magical leaf. So no, we're going to play a little bit of this game ourselves. If Meganium has Reflect up, let's try to stall out as much of the Reflect as we can. A voice crack there. I did more damage than Fly. So we're going to go right back to it, obviously. So Director has had a pretty good team so far. Snorlax and a Meganium. What's Pokemon number 3? Okay. Well then. This team is broken. Did Dialga get randomized to have its normal ability as well? Please, Surf, do good damage. It did not do good damage. Please, Dragon Claw, do not good damage. Did slightly better than not good damage. Does Ice Fang do anything for us? Nope. But we got the flinch. So Surf is our best option. We just have to whittle away. Oh no, no, no. Is this the one that does damage twice what you did to it? Okay. This is scary. This is not okay. Slash will hurt. Can we get another flinch? Any chance at all? Nope. We should take it down to the next hit. If it doesn't heal, it doesn't heal. Alright, so that was a little bit terrifying with Metal Burst, but we made it. So 3 down. This director has a thick team. A very good team. We're going to pass on Slash for now. Alright, Grovyle. Its first not fully evolved Mon. Not a pushover by any means, but I think something Danders can handle. Did not get the one shot. We should live the Leaf Blade. This is resisted. Okay, that was way too much damage. But Danders holds on. We are obviously switching Danders out for whatever's coming in next. Okay, so it's Machop, which is base level. And Danders is super effective. But Mach Punch and we're gone. Yeah, we're not risking it. We're not risking Danders. We just talked about how Surf doesn't have to be super effective to be pretty damn strong. And then another fully evolved Pokemon in Swampert. So this has been a pretty impressive team. 2 slightly lackluster Pokemon on the part of this director, but I was hoping this isn't Stab, so my hope is just do half health at least, and then live whatever it does to us, and then take it down. It does way more than half. We should live a Mud Bomb. We do. Fake Director goes down. Alright, so not the easiest of battles, but we did it. And now we get the basement key. Obviously, we go heal, and then see if how quickly we can take down the rival. The rival is usually a fairly difficult fight. This is the fight that, of all the rival battles, this is typically the one I find to be the most difficult, most terrifying. So that director fight was no joke in and of itself. So let's see. Let's see what the rival has for us. Let us see. Of course, we could try to figure out a way to stall and not have to face the rival. We could face the Rocket Person and start off the next episode with the rival, but I feel like that's cheap to just waste 2 minutes. We don't run away. We don't cower. We don't stall. We just gonna do it. Bring it on. We'll conquer the nerves. Alright, Drapion's up first. Dark and Poison. We don't love that he has poison, but we don't love that the attack has risen sharply. We don't love that the attack has risen sharply. Again, we definitely don't like that we've missed. Toxic spikes are, well, toxic. And literally now toxic. Oh my gosh, Denny P67. We need you to land a rock slide. Does evasion raise? I think we're tanking everything that Drapion hits us with, but there we go. We finally get through. Of course, that's going to hit 4 times. Alright, we finally break through. Drapion, just annoying, but goes down. Donphin comes in. Obviously, we're about to get toxic poisoned. We have healing items. I think what we're gonna. We'll outspeed when it's time. Let's just get rid of the poison first and foremost. He's gonna do decent damage to us, I'm sure. Okay. Magnitude 10. No, thank you. At least here, Danders isn't going to get poisoned because Danders is a flying type, so spikes of any kind aren't going to affect him. Let's see if Chatter can do enough. Does not one shot. Does not go for any of the powders, which is what I anticipated. Sleep or poison specifically. That's fine. Ooh. I think. Yeah, Ice Punch is still the winner. Hey, we got it right for the first time. Starmie. Well, speaking of, really the only 2 Pokemon we have anything good for one are Honor, Taz, and Tallulah. So, see if we can put Starmie to sleep. Then we can heal. And then we can attack. That's my game plan. And we're not going to post right now because unless Starmie wakes up, but Taz has Giga Drain. So when we hit the Giga Drain, we should get most of, if not all of, our health back anyway. So all of it. Starmie stays asleep the whole time. That worked out perfect. And Giga Drain on Taz has come in clutch. And then Rosalia, who has given us problems before, but that was before we had Sing. Or Forward Fly. And Shatter did well enough against Ivysaur. I'm going to use it against Rosalia. It tried to put us to sleep. Danders, the MVP, the reason you should be in the Chat Top fan club, comes through big, dodges the Grass Whistle, takes down the Rosalia. Not without its moments of panic, but we beat the rival. I think with that, and just how long Drapion stalled us, I think that secures for us that we are doing 2 episodes in this particular recording session. We're going to go heal. We're going to wrap up, and then we will start the episode 15. Or, sorry, episode 16. This is episode 15. Wednesday's episode will be next on the docket. Yeah, so we got through two pretty big fights there. The director and the fake director and our rival. We've got 6 or so down in the underground, and then 3 more above. 4 more above. Bunch of battles in the next episode. We'll see what we can do. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.